Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Owlboy. So this game is irritating me with this final boss. We got to the fourth stage, I suppose. He uses his items and in a weird way, one of these items only gets eliminated with the spiderweb ability, and then the other two items can be shot just by your standard guns. So as soon as you get a good shot in you can just hit him and knock his three abilities away, and then he'll come back. He'll just resummon the artifacts that were knocked around and re-empower himself. But you do get a health refill, it seems. Now it's just all the spider. Just spiderweb him. Oh, yeah. There we go. And shotgun. And then he does this. And I think the trick here is to spin these back on him. And spiderweb him when you get an opportunity. I think I probably need a shotgun or a spin attack for that. It seems like the spin attack is the right move. More of this. And now he's doing giant beams, which I don't think I'm supposed to spin back. I think. I'm about to die. Come on. Hit him with the spin attacks. I guess I did need to hit him with the spin attacks more. And this was my biggest fear. I was going to start a new episode and in less than 5 minutes beat the game. Urgh, no. I can't move. And see, now we still really don't know what Solus was really trying to do. It looked like he was doing something bad, but he never bothered to really explain himself. And so, who knows? Now you listen to us. Stop this power crazy stuff. Using the relics is going to get the people hurt. No, you're wrong. I'm trying to help. By using the relics? Don't you remember Advent? Those things are weapons. No. No, no, no. That's not what the relics were made for. That's just how Maelstrom used them. Please explain, Solus. I didn't want to tell you this, but I need you to understand. I'm going to tell you of the great shame of the owls, the hex, and the anti-hex. The relics were created long ago when the owls lived at the planet's surface and the floating islands did not exist. Owl technology was beyond our imagination, and the owls studied the deeper secrets of the universe. The relics were made after the owls made a fateful discovery. A discovery that sent owl society into infighting and chaos. The loop. What is the loop? I am not certain, but the owls were obsessed with it. They worked for centuries in a desperate struggle to find a way to end the loop. Finally, they found a solution. A hex that would alter the laws of nature and end the loop forever. Seems like there would have been more story there. The relics were discovered to be the fuel for the hex. Were designed to be the fuel for the hex. Centuries after they were made, the owls were finally ready for their hex. So what happened? Did the hex work? It was the biggest disaster in the history of the planet. I don't even know if the hex broke the loop. That should have been the least of their worries. The hex backfired, shattering the planet's continents into floating islands in the sky, and I guess an ocean at the center, and the planet was reduced to a giant empty ocean. Would have been nice if we could have gone to that giant empty ocean at some point in the game, and the islands are still rising. You must have seen it outside. The world is ending. Time is running out. In a matter of days, we all have risen to cold unbreathable air. But the anti-hex. You mentioned something about an anti-hex. The library is built to find a way to bring the planet's expansion under control and reverse it. When I found it, I learned that the elves created relics which had been absorbing power for centuries. Now they're ready to be used for the anti-hex, which will bring the islands back down to the ocean. That is what I'm preparing. The anti-hex to save the world. Well, why didn't you say that? Man, you should have told us, Solace. Why did you try to do this all on your own? I didn't. I got the pirates to help me by promising them power. Tricking the pirates led to the destruction of Advent, Solace. I didn't know of anyone who I could trust. Aw, so no friends. So he destroys all of Advent and gives the pirates power. Weak writing. Let us help you finish this anti-hex. Come on, Solace. What do we have to do? You just have to... Oh no. Is that... Yep, here he goes. Owlboy, you traitor. I'm coming for you. I figured we'd end up fighting this guy eventually. It would be kind of pathetic if we didn't. Oh no. Oh man. The captain is here. Look outside. The world is... It's all coming apart. You've run off with my relics, Owlboy. You dare betray me? I haven't betrayed you, Maelstrom. I'm trying to save you and everyone else. I'm trying to prevent the planet from being destroyed. Well, that got me killed. No. Otus, are you alright? And see, if they were going to make an Owlboy too, would it star Otus? So you're saving the world, is that it? Why would I care if the planet is destroyed? Give us the relics back to me now. Please, I can't. Erg. Otus, take this. And so they go into me. Yay. Now I have power. What happened? Is Master Otus breathing? Yes. Good, get him out of here. I'll keep the captain at bay. Hurry, Master Giddy. I can't hold him for long. Oh, huh. We have to get Otus up. Arg. Hurry up and get away, Otus. We will hold him back. Twig, follow me. Hurry, Otus. I can't move. Otus. We can't run away. Please, I can't move. You have to compete the anti-hex, repair the totem, and hopefully that will be enough. And we're just in this cutscene and we're crawling to the totem. Like, I don't know how to cast the anti-hex. But the power of friendship is refilling my ability to walk, at least. Ah, I see what we're doing here. It seems like my health is coming back, and I'm gonna be able to now fly and repair the third part of it. And then I get attacked. Was I supposed to die right then, or did I? No, I seriously just died in the middle of that cutscene. Ah. This game is awful in many of the ways it made decisions and implementations of things. Like allowing me to die in the middle of a cutscene, for example. See, they want the totem to face forward, but the face doesn't face forward. So am I gonna have to spin the head too? Like, okay, at least that time he didn't get close enough to attack me. And we're just flapping now. Otus, get out of there. I'm still in a cutscene. I'm not controlling my actions. The wind blows me downward. Is it gonna blow the maelstrom? And now the eyeballs are shooting me and absorbing me. Or absorbing the power of the elements and then shooting me. Otus! Otus! The anti-hex. It's emerging from his body, but is he? So this is what your treachery is about. You think this is enough to stop me? I'll crush your little hex of yours. Apparently not. So we're not gonna fight Maelstrom. Fine. I guess it doesn't really matter to me. One way or another. Otus, someone help Otus. And this probably is the loop right now. We probably are creating a loop as we speak. But if we are creating the loop, it probably should send me back to like the beginning of all time. And now I'm just this character of light, and we're kind of in that nightmare sequence that we started the game at. Except for this time, if anybody says anything to me, I bet it's going to be nice things. Otus, how has Skull been lately? I hear Alcio might take you under his wing soon. You're so lucky, Otus. And see, it's love and it's bringing light to the world instead of the nightmare and the darkness coming to the world. It's the exact opposite of what the beginning was, but in all honesty, that still doesn't change the fact that the beginning kind of sucked. It's a bad first impression. Hi, little Otus. Want to drop by my place sometime with Fib and Benachi? We'll play the drums till the sun sets. Hi there, youngin'. Want to join me in the hot springs? No? You're a hard worker, Otus, just like the other owls. And no hot springs here to join in. I can't spin or really attack. I can spin in the air, but I can't spin on the ground. I also can't roll. And I can't go in here. Otus, do say hi to Litia and Scoops for me. He'll be studying with Underasio. He handpicked you, I heard. I'm glad he did. I think you two will be a great fit. I don't know those two characters. Are they seen in this game? And so there's a tree, and there's a wall, and we climb up the tree. Yay. A blue and pink tree. That, interesting, there was a wall that I couldn't cross except for here. Just an invisible wall so that there's an invisible barrier from me going downward. And there's an invisible barrier stopping me from going upward. Otus, I'm glad you're doing well. You don't recognize me? It's me, Solus. Listen, I don't know if you think of me as a friend, but I always thought of you as my only friend. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under different circumstances. There's so much I want to tell you. And see, now we're going into the graveyard, so maybe there's some dead people here that are gonna say nice things to me. Now I'm in a cutscene. Welcome, Otus. I'm very glad to see you again. You're probably wondering where you are. You're not dreaming. You're seeing visions of the past and the future. And from today, you may not remember any of it, but it is real. You grew up with good people, Otus, full of affection for you and hopes for your future, and regret for things said and done. These visions are our gift to you. The truth, I think, is often the greatest gift, especially since people are so prone to forgetting the things that they should cherish the most. Too much text here. You must have many questions. Come, sit down. So do I get to pick? Is everyone gonna be okay? I thought for a second I was just gonna be able to pick all the questions I care about at the end of the game. That'd be really bad writing. Because then probably people like me who don't really care about the story at this point would just say, how do I end this? What's the easiest way to get through this dialogue? Getty, Alphonse, Twig, and all the rest? Yes, Otus, you succeeded out there. The fact that you're here means that the anti-hex worked. What will happen now? The islands will be sinking. Your generation will know the surface as we did. Thanks to you, the world will be whole once again. It will be difficult to adjust life on the surface after all the time, but it will be overcome. I hope you don't blame us for what we put you through. So, is this Asio talking to us or just somebody else? Some old owl. We tried to change the universe and we paid a price for that. You paid a price too. In order to end the loop, we were willing to do anything. Even risk our future, your present. I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is that we wanted to discover the nature of the universe, and in doing so we lost ourselves. Maybe one day, in this life or the next, you will learn about the loop. But there are far more rewarding things to learn about the universe than how it ends. You're probably worried that this is the end for you. Don't worry. In this world we've created, there's always a second chance. Our time is up. And I know I'm not the only one, but I've always believed in you, Otus. And so now we're in a out-of-game cutscene, it seems. And we're falling down towards Earth. Or, I guess you can't even really call it Earth quite yet, because there's no dirt in it. Created by D-Pad Studios. Over 9 years. Simon Stephanus Anderson. And he did seemingly a lot of it. This isn't a one-man game, but it's probably not a 50-man development either. I would say the level design in particular, pretty bad. Mostly though, I would say it needed a lot more of it. Music and FX, brilliant. Really, really good. Underused, because then we would get into boss fights and things and not even be able to hear the full song. Apparently there was a whole they had a whole orchestra, or small orchestra, small band, and a lot of testing. I saw some bugs. I saw a lot of bugs in this game for a 9-year developed thing. There definitely was some things that didn't work. Translations, I can't speak to any of that. It seemed like the massive amount of text read correctly. It just wasn't written well. It would have really improved the game if it was voice acted, because that's usually the case. Is anytime there's a lot of text on screen, it just slows down the game and makes it worse. There was a lot of other things that were slowing down the game and making it worse, but this game in particular is quite unique in that it just frustrated me by throwing everything at the wall and seeing what would stick. There's no consistency in the gameplay. There's no consistency in the elements. You see and do things once and then never again. The boss fights, I guess, were fine, and they probably should have been there, but it seemed like at a certain point this game was even going to be more about smooth flying, something like Pilot Wings, where you're just flying through the rings to collect the gold. That seems like that was one element, and that seems kind of how the game felt like it was being sold at the beginning, and that's really not what the game was at all. It's more of a, I don't even know what you would call it. It's not really a platformer. I guess it's kind of an adventure. Let's see. Like, now options. Doesn't look like there's any new options. And since there's nothing else, let's just hit continue. And I guess we'll just hit continue and see where we end up. So you end up at the end, which then this lets you go into the past. And the only thing I can think is that maybe you would have gotten a bad ending if you'd only collected one of the gold coins, and maybe you would have gotten a good ending if you collected like the other coins, all 3 of the coins. But I don't know, like, it seems like there are achievements that imply that there's a good, a medium, and a bad ending. And it seems like the coins would be the only thing that locked into that. We never figured out what this key goes to. We never found the other item. We never did anything with the teleporter device to improve it or upgrade it. There's clearly something that we were supposed to be able to do with to upgrade Twig. There's tons of coins everywhere. Maybe I would want to go through a walkthrough and just get all the coins, but that Bogan cannon like makes that impossible too. I just feel like the whole game is too frustrating to go any further. More than anything else, it's just a pain in the butt. It's not. I don't even want to say it's a good game. Like I'm on the verge of saying it's a bad game. And visually, it looks fine. If these characters were in a different game, a more consistent game, where we were running around and shooting people and killing enemies, and we did that for the entire length of how long we played this game, that would be fine. But I never got any familiarity with any element to this game. Remember, this game had the light escape sections. Remember that there was an occasional puzzle in 2 places. But there was the riding the giant worm sequence that was a nightmare. And yeah, I guess that is another major part of this that irritated me, is that every single time when it was supposed to be a big dramatic boss fight and I was supposed to feel very powerful and smart and feel like the game had trained me to play and beat that boss in a smooth way, that didn't happen. I just take damage after damage and die, and then die again, and then die again, and then die again, until the game seemed like it was taking pity on me and just making it easier. There definitely probably should have been some difficulty modes in all games. Usually it might have helped here if they could have just made it so you could play on super easy, and then your life bar would never go down to 0, or you would take a 4th or an 8th or even maybe a 16th of the damage. The life bar element to increase your health, not very Zelda-y. We never found like pieces of hearts or anything like that. We never found anything that increased the amount of bullets we could fire on screen or anything. Nothing that increased our speed, nothing that increased our armor. We didn't get any new weapon that made us do more damage, really, except for our friends. And yeah, I guess I could just keep going on and on, but at the end of the day, there's just, I really don't like any part of it. I really barely can find anything that I like about this game. I didn't hate it, but it annoyed me, and I didn't love it. And I came in with some very high expectations. I guess I shouldn't listen to the big time video game critics, because sometimes they just like things for the first hour, or they play things for the first hour and then they like it, and then they recommend it to other people. And if I had played this game for only an hour, maybe I would have liked it and then recommended it to other people. But having played it for the entire length of the game, no. Sadly, this one's really skippable. I think you could find other PC platformer or Metroidvania games that are just more consistent, if nothing else. That's going to be it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos, because all that helps me with YouTube and tells them that my videos are worth watching. If you want to friend or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, or Battle.net, all of those links are down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.